Hey everyone, it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it is March 16th. So 16th of the month means it is my Cut to You design team project. And this is for the Cut of the Month Club, and it's this super cute birdhouse with these beautiful flowers. Now, I'm not usually one to combine a bunch of things. Um, but everything just works together today. It's crazy. So it is Mad About Mini Paper Pads. So anytime it's Mad About Mini Paper Pads, I think one of the best ways to use your mini paper pads is to actually back cut files with them. So I have decided to only back the florals of this cut file. And as you can see, I am using the, oh gosh, what is it called? Magnolia. I don't know. It's what it actually is one of my favorite collections. Right here. I'm like, where is it? Magnolia Moments. And I have used an entire paper pad of this already. But I felt like using this Simple Stories background paper was perfect, that I didn't need to do the entire cut file. So I don't want you to ever think that if you cut a cut file that you have to take the time to back the entire cut file. Sometimes you don't even have to back the cut file at all. And sometimes it's nice to just back a little bit of the cut file, which is exactly what I did. So that's kind of where my Mad About Mini paper pads comes in. The third thing that I am doing today is it is day 16 of Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, round 14. And the sketch today is from Ashley, who is the scrapping nerd. So I will have her linked down below. And I did post the sketch up there in the top left-hand corner so you can see that. So she has this big circle, right? So to me, that is literally just a big shape, right? So my big shape is my beautiful cut file from Cut to You of the birdhouse with the flowers. And she's got 3 photos, 2 vertical and 1 horizontal. So I'm going to do that as well. The funny thing is I actually had 2 4x6 photos. And what I did was I actually cut the one 4x6 photo in half so that I have 2 3x4 photos, which is kind of what you would see in the background of the sketch. And then you have the bigger picture in the front. Now, these photos are kind of funny. So this past May, when we were going to do my son's senior pictures photo shoot, we were doing it up by my old house, which I hadn't driven by in the past 20 years, right? And my grandpa had built this cabin from the ground up, and then we lived there pretty much since I was 6. It was like in the middle of nowhere. If you can see in the pictures, in the bottom picture is a picture of an outhouse. And yes, we actually used that. And they have completely redone the outside of this house and the roof and everything. But it looks like the actual shape of the house is the same. And so I actually took a couple pictures and I sent it to my mom. They made a whole like parking area with a garage. There was no garage then. They put a tin roof on. I really, really wanted to go look inside. It looks like they still kept the deck. I have so many memories on the deck. I have some cute pictures of when I was like 2 hanging out on the deck with my grandpa and my great grandma. So it was super fun to go by this house and kind of show our son like where I grew up. And so I felt like this cut file was perfect for that. You can use this cut file for just about anything. That is like the beauty of the cut file. So it may be a birdhouse, but it can be any house photos. And most of the pictures that we take are in some home, right? So it totally works. The florals are absolutely beautiful. So if after this I think about it, I might actually cut this again and just use the florals. Like they're a beautiful set of florals. So I want you to think about your cut files in many different ways, because I think some of you look at this cut file and are like, oh, it's a birdhouse. I don't have any birdhouse photos. Well, I don't have any birdhouse photos either, but I have house photos. I have photos that were taken in the house, and later on, I might need these extra florals. So it's beautiful. I love the cut files, and I love the fact that the cut of the month is super inexpensive, like crazy inexpensive for a cut file. And they're always beautiful, and it's like this fabulous surprise that ends up in your inbox once a month. So I highly encourage you to actually sign up for this kit club. It's perfect. So I will have that link down below. So I did go ahead and mat my photos with the same 6x6 pad. And then I fussy cut out a couple of the houses from the 6x6 paper that I matted my photos with. And then I just went through my stash and found random bits. So I have this title piece that says Write Your Own Story. That's from Bramble Fox. I have like this wax seal that came on a wedding invitation. I don't even remember which wedding it was for, but it's beautiful. And let's be honest, I'm going to keep it. And I think it looks great on this layout. I had some Heidi Swap stickers, and it said hi. It was like the last one. So I went ahead and put that in the center of the hole in the birdhouse. And then I did dip into my Color Rush Studio kit for the month of March and pulled out a floral and a butterfly die cut because the colors just looked great, as well as another chipboard birdhouse. Like I was like, there's a birdhouse in here. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that on as well. I added a little floral that was in just the pieces that were on my desk, as well as a little label sticker from kind of my extras. So that is going to go down on the bottom. Hopefully that's enough area to kind of tell the story. And I may just say, you know, the house I grew up in, picture 20 years later. And then if there's something that I want to say more about it, then I can go into the back and just write that story. I'm going to finish it off with some frazzles on the bottom of my photo. That is actually from the February kit. A tiny little piece left. Love that stuff. Tucked that under there. Oh, and I did add a border of the paper from the 6x6 paper pad to kind of represent those lines of paper that you see in the sketch, but I did it on the bottom and I followed the scallopy nature of it. So I have a couple of close-ups for you. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I will leave Ashley's information as well as the playlist, and of course the Cut to You kit or cut of the month information. So remember to wear your crown.